to those albums when I was like 7 and 8, and all the way up to that just imprinting, Earth, Wind and Fire, and of course, James Brown had been out, in the 60s and stuff, but still all those beats and hearing like the orchestra, the horn orchestra, this guy named George Stephan, he actually, he produced some many records, and they did a lot of fusion music. So, when you do a lot of stuff like by the Dungeon Family and two other artists too, you have that fusion going on. And for me, like, I love fusing things together. Like, it's hard for me to just say, okay, I'm a hip hop producer, I'm an R&B producer, or a deep house producer. It just goes with whatever comes out. Like funk, I love funk. I love to hear the guitar, doing this thing in the background. In addition to that, I actually picked up the guitar, I think, after I met you guys. So that added a lot to my production as a producer. And of course, being a rapper and whatnot, I always wanted beats, and that's actually how I became a producer.
Okay. Yeah, Melvin still let me talk about. Hey man, that ain't what I'm talking about. Listen, when I say that Melvin from the Swats, he grew up around that area of Southwest, Dungeon Family, Outkast, and everybody. He actually grew up around them cats. When I say up north beats, I'm not talking about the instrumental of the whole song. I'm talking about the beats. I'm talking about the drums. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to Southern Playalistic or what's the anthem? Players Anthem? I can't think what I'm trying to say here, but if you listen to the drums on that, those are actually sampled drums like people from the rappers from up north were doing. Nobody else was doing that really down here at that time. You know that the 808 and the tempo of the music was way faster in the South at that time. It was a different type of music style at that time. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, you had like Luke and them and 85 South Boys. No, it was 95 or 85 South. I can't remember. Yeah, that's when, all that, the booty shaking music came out. During that time, Florida was, that's when Florida got put on the map.
Everybody's laughing. My son tried to come here with 2 bags of garbage. I was like, hey man, why you gotta go through this door? It's a door in the studio. He could have went another way. He gonna come through here brumbling with 2 bags of garbage in his hand. So people were like, hey man, what is that sound?
Okay.
So they was over here tripping.
I wish I could hear. I can't hear what's going on.
Oh, it's cool. I mean, you ain't got to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, were you able to get into the chat room? That's the first question.
Yeah, I got in. I'm here. I'm looking at Miss Mocha Bella and Chief Rocket and Jersey. Any of my people in here tonight? Like, was anybody able to get in?
Yeah, your people they quiet. They don't want to say nothing. Hey, all y'all gotta do is hit the chat bubble if you want to interact with Rika Reid, Rika, Enrique. Hold on, let me see. I messed it up again. Let me see. Is it Larika? Wait a minute. Luna Enrica. That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I know you as Rika Reid so long. Yeah,
that's cool, man. Rika's cool.
That's cool.
My mom calls me Rika, so that's how it started out.
Call you Double R. You know what I'm saying? I love when people got the same initials. You know what I'm saying? That's real cool to me. Call you Double R. That's my nickname for you now. Hey man, here go Chief up in here tripping. Hey man. I ain't even.
So what's up? What they tripping about?
He talking about, hey baby, let me see you. I'm not it. I ain't even mess with you, Chief. Here he go. All right. So anyway, so you do production, and you also been doing a little mastering and engineering at the same time. With the production, what is your favorite? What type of equipment do you usually work with?
Honestly, like as far as production, Pro Tools is always. Well, let me go back. Pro Tools has always been my main digital audio workstation, DAW. And that basically, for those of you who may not be versed in the engineering world, It's basically where you record all your music. It's kind of like what it actually is what the tape machine was, but it's a digital tape machine.
Yeah.
So I've been using Pro Tools since like '94. It's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of people use, a lot of Fruit Loops in the window. But honestly, when it comes to engineering, I like to stick with Pro Tools for engineering. And, you can always bring in whatever kind of plug-in. Now, when Logic came out in, I can't remember what year, when it got really big and Apple started pushing it, that was the first time I can't even say stepped away from Pro Tools, but I spent time learning Logic, because Logic, the ability to produce on there, to create your own sound, is just amazing. So, so for me, as far as the recording part and engineering, I use Pro Tools. As far as for production, I did a lot of my stuff on Logic when it first came out. But how I first started out, like before Pro Tools and Logic even were I even knew that they existed, was on the ASR-10 by Sonic.
Okay.
I was hip-hop, so a lot of stuff was, sampling and, just really sampling and creating your own sound. Like, I wouldn't just sample loops. I would actually sample instruments.
Right. That gives you a different type of sound. Right. Yeah. It's something unique. You know what I'm saying? Rather than using a sample that everybody has that's already in there. Like, hey man, that keyboard sound is something that somebody else used, and you can recognize it because it's been used somewhere else. Like these horns came off of the Outkast song or somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to. It's always good as a producer to be unique and do something different. Just almost like playing an instrument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely. Like I play several different instruments. And, I'm not a virtuoso on any of them, but, I can play guitar, both acoustic and electric, saxophone. Violin was my very first instrument. I played the cello for a little bit. I just never got comfortable with having to read reading the bass clef.
Right.
And, of course, keys, because, with keys, you can play any instrument when you play the keys.
When you play the keys, yeah, you pretty much, if you can read that music and get on the key, man, you can actually do it all. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been good with the whole improvisation and stuff like that. Now, let me switch it over from production. You were an artist first, or you still are an artist, so you rap, right?
I rap. The only thing I don't do is sing. I do sing, but nobody wants to listen. You sing, but nobody wants to listen. And my artists, whoever I'm working with, they always like this with me and be like, "Oh, could you sing the part how you want it?" I'm like, "If I could do that, I would need to."
I got you.
I'll play it out. Yeah, I'll play it out in the guitar. Play it out, whatever. I'll pimp it in it, but I'm not a singer, not a vocalist.
No.
So as far as my tone, like I learned in hip hop though, like you still have to have a good tone, like. Your voice. There's certain artists like my all-time favorite dude is Rakim. I don't care what nobody says. Rakim. He's so laid back.
Right. Got that laid back flow, but it's impactful.
Yeah, Guru, his voice. You know what I'm saying? He just had that rough and rugged voice.
Yeah, Guru was nice too. Where you originally from again?
What'd you say?
Where you originally from again?
Oh, Columbus, Ohio.
That's right, Ohio. That's right. All right. We got some Ohio folks in there.
When it comes to hip hop, New York is always, what we look to. I started when I was 14. That was like 87, somewhere in there. So yeah, I'm up there, but a lot of the artists up there, like. Of course, MC Light, because she's a female MC who was really doing it. I love her voice, just the way that she delivers, the way that it sounds. And Q and PE, I think those are like my top. Those are my top.
Public Enemy. Right.
Yeah, that I really does. But to me, it's like, and it's unfortunate now because you have a lot of artists that their goal is to be like another artist.
Right. Hold that right there. We're gonna get to that right there. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna phase into that. Let's talk about this now. We got a little drama we talked about a little earlier. So you had a little drama here. You took a trip to Philadelphia. Right?
Oh,
you took a trip to Philadelphia. We're gonna call this the swagger jacking session. Let's talk about this swagger jacking. How your swagger got jacked while you was in Philadelphia.
All right, so this was like in '96, and during this time, I think I was just, I started producing in '96. I started producing in '94. That was when I began. So '96 had been about 2 years, and like I said, I lived in Columbus, Ohio. That's what we call Columbus because it was like close. And to really get to know people and connect in the industry, you had to go outside of where you were. It's not like down here in Atlanta. So I went to this Philly convention. Deanna Williams. Deanna Williams and Sheila Eldridge. They were the two that had done the I Am conference. And it was something that went on all the time, so you have a lot of notable people coming through there. You had Teddy Pendergrass. It was actually when Kelly Price first came out.
Right.
And when Kelly first came out, so I have my demo. I'm a little artist doing my thing. Handing out my demo and whatnot. I was a poet. I started getting into poetry really hard. I was in this group called the Hybrid Times in Columbus, Ohio, and we did poetry. And I was the rapper in the group, and other people were, more heavily into theater and into other things. But we were a group of 5 people at the time. But it was like kind of like a poetical group thing.
Right.
So, I had written up my album. It was actually called, Combination of Hip Hop and Poetry.
Right.
So, handing out my demo and whatnot. It was in Philly, and I came across this lady, and she was like, yeah, I really want to check out what you have. She heard a little bit of it. She was like, oh, wow, do you have anything more? And whatever. So I gave her my whole little package, the press release, and, all the stuff you do that you had as an artist back then before you had your EPK. So, I was handing that stuff out, and I came back, I talked to a lot of people. I actually, got to meet with Kathy Hughes, owner of Radio 1.
Yep.
Female black billionaire. I rubbed elbows with a lot of people. And, it's cool. I was like happy, I was back home on the Greyhound, all happy, like, I'm about to be big. So, I got home and, tried to follow up on the calls. Of course, I didn't get the calls back, like I told I was going to have. And next thing you know, I'm like, moving down to Atlanta and everything. This was about, 2000. About 2001, I started getting calls from my people back home, like, yo, man, you made it. I'm glad to hear it, man. That poetry album is hot. I'm like, what? What you talking about? Like, man, wait, Jazzy produced you, it's out now. I'm happy for you. Why you ain't tell us? I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, man, this is still named poetry. That's not you. You ain't nothing to do with this. I'm like, nah. I'm like, man, well, actually, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was just at the time. And so I grabbed the album, and I looked at the executive production, and it was Jeff Town. Same dude, had my material and everything. I was like, wow. And, of course, I had my attorney and everything, looked into it. But the law is that you can't, you have to have a trademark on the name. You can't really just trademark a concept. Or even, the name poetry. Like, I could, what I'm saying? I can be like, oh, well, you stole my name. And even though I'm the first one to come out with the album. So, yeah, so that was very disheartening. You may, have me a little bit bitter, but, pick up and keep going. I really don't tell that story too much anymore. But.
Yo, that's crazy right there, though.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah.
Straight Swagger Jack and Jack